Technology has moved vascular care forward by leaps and bounds over the last 15 years. And before that, vascular care was only a thing probably seen of on some of your favorite science fiction TV shows and movies. Today, we have a doctor who's going to allow us into his operating room to see some of the latest technology that he's using in vascular care and what it will do. I'm Patrick Moats. Welcome to this week's Tech Byte.
Brought to you by Rogers Technology, transforming tech challenges into solutions.
So there's a number of steps. The first step is getting access to the artery, getting the wire to go up to where the lesion is. Right now what we're doing is just putting in a small catheter, we call it a sheath, and that sheath will allow us to work inside the artery.
You find a blockage. Obviously the goal is to break that up to free the artery. What happens to what's blocking the artery?
All right, so that is what we call an occlusion of the vessel. The vessel blood flow only goes so far. There's a tactile feeling. We have passed the wire now across the blockage, and now we need to treat the lesion, and that's what our next step is. So now the next step is, to answer your question, is how do we treat that? And that's where we're probably going to end up using a laser to fix that. We decided to use a method called photoablation. It's basically using a laser to ablate the material, dissolve the material that the laser is touching. This is a laser it's not like Star Wars where it shoots out a laser beam and it zaps something far away. It actually only interacts at 1 millimeter from the edge of the laser. This device is breaking up this material at a molecular level, so you're not leaving particles behind, you're actually dissolving it with the heat energy. So our next step is now that we've done the ablation, is to use a medical balloon that actually will dilate this vessel open. Because the objective is to get blood flow now to the foot so that it flows better to the lower leg so she can walk. The technology has advanced dramatically. When I was a young doctor many years ago, I was interested in the circulation system and how that worked. And when we did surgeries for patients, they were always open surgeries. We had to open the body, go inside, and physically fix something, repair something, do a bypass around something. And now we can treat most all the arteries and veins from inside. And so we call it endovascular, inside the vascular system. And so a lot of the procedures we do now, I'll say it this way, I was never trained to do in my surgical residency. We had to train and learn this over time, learning the technology, working with companies to help us get better at what we do.
So the really cool thing about all of this is, one, this is the first time this piece of equipment has been used in this market, at least, probably in this part of the world. Two, this woman who had problems with walking, stumbling, circulation, and movement walked out of this operating room about an hour and a half later under her own power, and probably she'll even get back to rollerblading one day. If you have questions about today's episode, or you'd like to see us feature your idea, please shoot me an email. I'm Patrick Moats. Thank you for watching Tech Byte.
Brought to you by Rogers Technology, transforming tech challenges into solutions.